Hello everyone, in this video I am going to explain about the simulation in inventory system. The example is newspaper seller problem. The question here, what they are given the question is, the newsstands buy the paper for 33 paisa each. The newspaper, they are going to buy the paper for 33 paisa each and sells them for 50 paisa, and they are going to sell those paper for 50 paisa. And newspaper not sold at end of the day or sold as scraps. They are going to sold those papers as scrap. Here the question what they are given is, the newsstand buys the paper for 33 paisa. The newsstand, they are going to purchase the paper for 33 paisa and sells them for 50 paisa. So here we have a 70 paisa profit for each paper. And the newspaper which are not sold at the end of the day. Till the end of the day, the newspaper, if they are not sold, then they are going to sold those papers as scrap. And those paper they are going to sell it for 5 paisa each. And the newspaper can be purchased in the bundles of 10. It means that we are going to purchase the newspaper in a bundle of 10. In one bundle, it will be there 10 papers. So, we will be having 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like this only we will get. So, newspaper can be purchased in the bundle of 10. Thus, newsstand can buy 50, 60, 70, so on. Like this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, like this, so on. They are going to buy those papers. They can't buy 55, 51, 52, 35, 33. Like these we can't able to buy it. They have to buy it only for 10, 20, 30, 40. Like this they have to purchase. Why? Because the newspaper contains it bundles of 10. So, thus the newsstand, there are 3 types of days. We have a 3 types of days, that is good, fair and poor. They have a probabilities of 0.35, 0.45, 0.20. The distribution of newspaper demanded on each of the 3 days is given in the table. So at these 3 days, whatever the distribution is there for good, fair and a poor, this they are given in the table. Now what we have to do, simulate the demand for 10 days. We have to simulate the demand for 10 days and record the profit. We have to record the profit from sales each day. We have to record it for each day. Find the optimal number of paper newsstand should purchase. Assume the newsstand buys 70 newspaper each day. So as here they are given one assumption that every day the newsstand buys 70 newspaper each day. And a random digit for a type of news days. For the type of the news days, they are given it as 58, 70, 21, 45, 43, 36, 27, 73, 86 and 19. And these are the random digits for demand they are given. And the distribution of newspaper demand also they are given per day. So demand is 40, good distribution, fair distribution and the poor distribution is there like this. The probability demand probability distribution. Demand is 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100 and the probability for these demands. So on the good day 0.03, fair day 0.10, poor day 0.44. This is the question they are given. Now let us see the solution, how we are going to find the profit. Now let us see the solution. The table 1, random digit assignment for type of the news days. We have a type of 3 types of news day, that is good, fair and a poor. And the probability they are given in the question, that is 0.35, 0.45 and 0.20. Here in the question they are given the probability 0.35, 0.45 and 0.20 for good, fair and poor probabilities. Now we have to assign a random digit for all this. How we are going to assign a random digit for this? We have to find out the cumulative probability. How we are going to find the cumulative probability, we have to add this probabilities. So the first one, what is the probability we have? 0.35. So cumulative probability will be 0.35 itself. Now we have to add these two, that is 0.35 and 0.45. So we are going to get 0.80. Next, again 0.80 plus 0.20, that is we are going to get 1.00. So this is the cumulative probability. Next is random digit assignment. How we are going to assign a random digit? Here is the cumulative probability is 0.35 and the random digit starts from 1 to 35. Again here the random digit, the next random digit is, that is from 36 to 80, and the next random digit assignment is from 81 to 00. That is always the random digit assignment, that is random number lies between 0 and 1. So you should not take it as 100 because it is a 2-digit number. So we are going to take it as 00. So 1 to 35, 36 to 80, 81 to 00. This is the random digit assignment for type of the news day. Type of the news day is good, fair and poor. Now next is a random digit assignment for newspaper demand. They are given the probability in the table. In the question, these are the probabilities they are given in the table. So write down as it is, that is random digit assignment for newspaper demanded. So the probability for good, fair and poor, and the demand is given. So we have to find out the cumulative probability. How we are going to find the cumulative probability for the good news day? So that is the first value is, that is 0.03. 0.03 itself. So now we have to add 0.03 to 0.05. So here the cumulative probability is 0.03 and 0.05 is 0.08. The next one is 0.08 plus 0.15. That is nothing but 0.23. 0.23, or else you can add these three also, that is 0.03, 0.05, 0.15. If you add all these three, you will get 0.23 itself, or else 0.08 and 0.15. If you add 0.23, you will get the next value. You have to add 0.23 with 0.20. You are going to get 0.43. The next value is 0.43 plus 0.35, that is 0.43 plus 0.35, or else you can add all these values. You are going to get a 0.78. 0.78. The next value is 0.78 plus 0.15, that is nothing but 0.93. 0.93. Again 0.93 plus 0.07, that is nothing but 1.00. So this is the cumulative probability for good day demand. The next for the fair day demand, that is we have 0.10, write it 0.10, 0.10 plus 0.18, that is nothing but 0.28. Again 0.28 plus 0.40, it is nothing but 0.68. Again 0.68 plus 0.20, it is nothing but 0.88. 0.88. The next value is 0.96. Again the next value is 1.00. So 1.00 with 0. If I add 0, again you will get 1.00 itself. This is about the cumulative probability for fair news day. Next for the poor, again it is 0.44 itself, 0.44. Add these two, 0.44 plus 0.22, that is 0.66. Again 0.66 plus 0.16 is nothing but 0.82. Or else you can add these three, 0.44, 0.22 plus 0.16, you will get 0.82 itself. The next value is 0.94 and again the next value is 1.00. If I add 1.00 with 0, again I will get 1.00 itself. Again 1.00 with 0, if I add, you will get 1.00 itself. This is the cumulative probability. Next is the random digit assignment. Random digit assignment for the good day. So that is from 1 to 3. Again, this is from 4 to 8. So 4 to 8. Again, we have the value, it's 23. So the next value lies from 9 to 23. Again, the next value we have, it's 43. So the next value is 24 to 43. Again, here we have 44 to 78. 44 to 78. Again, we have 79 to, that is 79 to 93. Again, the next value is from 94 to 00. This is for random digit assignment for good news day. Again, for the failed, we have, that is from 1 to, here it is 10 is there. So take it two digit, that is 1 to 10. Again, next value is 11 to, the next value we have, it's 28, 11 to 28. Again, the next value is from 29 to, that is we have the next value is 68, so 29 to 68. Again, here 69, 69 to 88. Again, the next value lies from 89 to 96. The next value, that is from 97 to 00. So this is the value we will get. Again, the next value, we won't have any values over here. So the poor distribution. So 0.44 is there. So value from 1 to 44. Again, from 45 to, we have 0.66. So 45 to 66. Again, the next value is from 67 to, that is next value what we have here is, it is 82. Again, the next value, it's from 83 to, again here we have, it is 88. 83 to 88. And the next value what we have here for, sorry, this is for 83 to 94. 83 to 94. Again, the next value, it's from 95 to 00. 95 to 00. Again, we don't have any value. Again, here also we don't have any value. This is the random digit assignment for newspaper which is demanded. It's given. The next we have to calculate a demand. This is the actual simulation table for 70 newspaper for 10 days. How many days? That is 10 days. We are written it here, the 10 days, and random digit for a type of a news day. They are given here in the question. The random digit for type of a news day, these are the values they are given. So we entered here. These are the random digit for type of the news day. And again, the random digit for demand, that is also, it's given in the question. So random digit for demand, it's given in the question. So we entered in the simulation table here. So now we have to find out type of a news day. Which type of a news day we have here? So random digit for type of a news day. So 58 is there. So see in this table 58. The 58 lies between 36 to 80. So the type of a news day is fair here. So type of the news day here, it is fair. So for the 58 it is fair. Again for 17. For 17 lies between 1 to 35. So news day is good. So for the 17, then type of the news day is good. For the 21 also it is good because the first value lies from 1 to 35. So here 21, so type of the news day it is good. Again 45 its ranges from lies between 36 to 80. So the type of the news day is fair. So we have to enter here, that is 45, the type of the news day. Here it is fair. 45 it's fair, and for the 43 it's fair. 36 it is fair again because the 36 lies in the second step, that is 36 here. The type of the news day for that is, it is fair. And the next value here, it is 27. 27 lies in a good So we have to 27, we have to write this over here, and the next one is 73. For this 73 lies between 36 to 80 itself, that is fair itself. So we have to type it here, that is it lies in a fair. 86, it lies in a poor. So you can see here 86, where the 86 lies, that is 81 to 00, the new type of the newsday, it is poor. So it is poor here. Next is 19. 19 lies in a good type. So here it is good. Now we have to see a demand here. What is demand? How we are going to calculate the demand? So we have a table here, random digit for a demand. So we have a random digit for demand, it is 93. We have three tables, that is here good, fair and a poor table, it's there. So 93 in fair column we have to see. 93, where the 93 lies in a fair column, that is between 89 to 96. 89 to 96, that lies in the demand is 18. So the demand in this, the day 1 demand is 80. So again the day 2 demand, we have to see the day 2 demand, that is 63 in a good. So 63 lies between 44 to 78. So on that particular day we have a demand is it's 80. So the next value is good table. So good, and the demand, random digit for a demand, it's 31. Here that 31 lies here 24 to 43. On that day A, on that row we have a demand, it is 70. So we have a demand here, it's 70. Again a 19 in a fair table. In a fair column 19 lies at over here. So on that particular day we have a demand, it is 50. So if we go on calculating like this by using a table, the next value you are going to get, it is the next value, that is 91 in a fair table. 91 in a fair table, if we see that, we are going to get a value, it is 80. And the next value you are going to get, it is 70 demand. The next value, that is 84 in a good table, that lies, and on that particular row we have a demand, it is 90. And the next one we are going to get a value, it's 60. And the poor table, 23 in a poor column, if you want to see, that is 23 in a poor. So we are going to get on that particular day we have a demand of 40. So we have to enter it over here, the 40. And the next value is 2 good. So 2 value, 2 in a good is, on that particular row we have a demand is 40. This is the demand we have. Next is revenue from sales, lost profit from excess demand, daily profit, salvage from sales of a scrap. In the question they are given, it is assume the newsstand buys 70 newspaper each day. It is they are going to purchase only 70 newspaper each day. So 70 newspaper in the day 1. So we have to calculate it for day 1. Revenue from a sales, that is maximum limit of a newspaper. How many newspaper they are purchased on per one day? They are going to purchase only 70 newspaper. So they can sell only 70. Even though the demand is 80, even though on that particular day demand is 80, they can't sell 80 newspaper. Why? Because they purchased only 70 newspaper. Even though the demand is 80, they are going to sell only 70 newspaper. So they are going to sell a 70 newspaper and the selling price is 50 paise each. So they are given sells them for 50 paise each. Each newspaper they are going to sell it for 50 paisa. So 70 newspaper into 0.5, you are going to get a 35 rupees. So on that particular day, revenue from the sales we are going to get, it is 35. Next is lost profit from excess demand. How many excess demand we have? Only 10 excess demands is there. So 10 excess demand is there. 10 newspapers, their excess demand is there. They are purchased only 70, but on that particular day, on the day 1, we have a demand of 80, that is 10 newspaper or excess demand. So how many profit they lost? So from one paper, how many profit they are getting? That is, they are going to buy for 33 paisa and sells them for 50 paisa. There is a profit of 17 paisa for one newspaper. If they have a 17 paisa for one newspaper, they have excess demand for 10 newspapers. So 17 paisa into 10. So we are going to get a value that is 1.7. So 1.7. So daily profit. What is the daily profit? We have a formula for that. Daily profit formula here is revenue from sales, cost of the newspaper, lost profit from excess demand, salvage from sale of scrap papers. Here there is no scrap paper here because we have an excess demand. So scrap in the sense we are having 70 papers they are purchasing every day. If we have a demand of 40 and we sold only 40 papers, then remaining 30 is called as a scrap. So now in the day when we don't have scrap here, so the scrap paper is 0 for the day 1. Revenue from the sales. Revenue from the sales is how much we have? The revenue from the sales is 35 is there. And here the cost of the newspaper, that is 70. 70 into 0.33. This is what they purchased. 70 papers for 33 paisa. That is the cost of the newspaper. 70 into 0.33 cost of the newspaper minus lost profit from excess demand. We calculated that. Lost profit from excess demand is 1.7 plus the salvage scrap. There is no scrap papers in the day 1, so it is 0. So if I calculate all this, the daily profit I am going to get, it is 10.20. This is the daily profit. Next is for the day 2. We have to find it for day 2. So here also the demand is 80, but the newsstand purchased only 70 newspaper. So they are going to sell it only 70 newspaper. So 70 into 0.5, it is nothing but it is 35 itself. Lost profit from excess demand. How many excess demand were there? 10 newspaper or excess demand. They purchased only 70 newspaper, but the day 2 demand is 80. So there are 10 extra demand is there. So they are going to lose a demand for 1.7. Lost profit, that is 10 newspaper into 17 paisa. So we have a lost profit from excess demand as 1.7, and the daily profit also you are going to get, it is 10.20 itself. There is no scrap papers. Here also the day 1 there is no scrap papers. Day 2 also there are no scrap papers. And next is for day 3. Day 3 we have a demand of 70. We have a demand of 70. The newsstand purchased the 70 newspaper itself. They are going to sell that for 50 paisa. So the daily profit, that is revenue from sales, is 35. Lost profit, there is no excess demand here because they purchased 70 paper and there is a demand of 70 papers only. So there is no excess demand here. Daily profit is, here we have to calculate, and here you are going to get 11.90. If I calculate a daily profit for the day 3, revenue from a sales, we have calculated that here the revenues from a sales is 35 and the lost profit from excess demand, we don't have an excess demand itself, so it is 0. Lost profit from excess demand, it is 0. The cost of the newspaper, they purchased 17 newspaper for 33 paisa, so 17 to 0.33, so 37 minus 17 to 0.33, you are going to get 11.90. For the day 3, the daily profit is 11.90 and there are no scrap papers also here. Again here the revenue from sales for the day 4. What is the revenue from the sales for day 4? Here you can see that the newsstand purchased a 70 newspaper. The 70 newspaper they purchased it, but there is a demand of 50. So there are 20 extra scrap that it is going to left at the end of the day. Then what is the revenue from sales? Revenue from sales is nothing but 50 newspaper they sold it for 0.5 paisa, so that is for 25 rupees. Lost profit from excess demand, there is no excess demand here because they purchased 70 newspaper and there is a demand of 50. So scrap papers, how many scrap papers we have here? 20 scrap papers are there. 20 scrap papers, they are going to sell those 20 scrap papers for 5 paisa each. So here in the question they are given sold as a scrap for 5 paisa. That those 20 newspaper they sold as a scrap for 5 paisa. So the salvage from the sales of a scrap is 1.00. So now we have to find a daily profit here. So daily profit here for the day 4 is, we are going to calculate a daily profit for the day 4, that is revenue from sales. We calculated that the revenue from a sales is 25 rupees, here 25 rupees. Loss from excess demand, there is no excess demand here. The scrap, we have the scrap from the salvage of the scrap paper, we got it as 20 scrap papers were there. Excess demand is not there, it is 0, so you are going to get a value that is 2.9. Calculated here, that is a daily profit, it is 2.9. And the next one is revenue from a sales for day 5. So we have a demand of 80, same as usual, whatever it's there in a day 1. The same thing we have a demand over here. So same thing you can copy and paste. No need of calculating it again. So you will get a same values. If you want, you can calculate and see. Again 70, it's there 70, and again the same values you are going to get. So for the 70 it is same. Again here for 90, 60 and 40 we have to calculate new values. So for the 90 here, you can see here we are going to purchase only 70 newspaper. There is a excess demand of 20 newspaper here. So we are going to sell it a 70 newspaper and the revenue from a sales, that is 70 into 0.5, you are going to get 35. It's again here 20 newspaper are there extra. So you are going to get a value 3.4. 20 into, that is excess demand. Excess demand, we are going to sell that excess demand for profit. We are going to lose that one for 1.7. So 17 paisa. So there is a profit of, for one newspaper 17 paisa. So 20 newspaper, 17 into 20, that is 3.4 you are going to get. And a daily profit using a formula, if you calculate using a formula, you are going to get 8.50. And here there is no scrap. Why? Because we have an excess demand. Whenever we will be having excess demand, we won't be having a scrap values. Here the 60, the demand is 60. So we purchased a 70 newspaper, but there is only a demand of 60, and those 60 papers we are going to sell it for 0.5 paisa. So 60 into 0.5, that is 30. The lost profit from excess demand, there is no excess demand over here. So here is a scrap you are going to get. How many scrap papers we are going to get? That is 10 scrap papers, that is 60 and plus 10, that is total 70 scrap papers. We are going to sell it for 0.5 paisa. So you are going to get 0.5. So 10 papers into 5 paisa, that you are going to loss scrap paper value, you are going to get this much. And a daily profit using a formula, if we calculate that, you are going to get 7.40. The next one is for day 9. Day 9 we have a 40 demand. So 40 demand, 40 newspaper, we are going to sell it for 50 paisa, that is we are going to get a 20 rupees. There is no excess demand here, and a scrap is there, that is 30 scrap papers. We purchased a 70 newspaper and the demand is 40, so there is a loss of 30 newspaper. So 30 into 5 paisa, so you are going to get 1.5. And a daily profit using a formula you are going to calculate. If you calculate, you are going to get a negative value. It means that it is not a profit, it is a loss. So for same thing, we have a demand of 40 in the day 10. So copy and same value you are going to get here. So the same thing here we are going to get. So now what we have to do, revenue from sales total, if we add, we are going to get 305. If I add 35, all this, you are going to get loss from an excess demand, that is 8.5. You are going to get a value 8.5, and a daily profit, if I add all this, 70.00. And the next is salvage from sales of a scrap, that you are going to get, it is 4.5. So this is the daily profit. So for the 10 number of days, the total profit you are going to get, it is a 70 rupees. So this is about the newspaper seller's problem, that is simulation in an inventory system and newspaper seller problem. This is one example we consider and we solved it, and we found a profit from sales for 10 days using a simulation. So this is about the inventory system. Thank you everyone.